Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, and now here I am for Halloween to finish off these TV Halloween special reviews. And as I promised, this is going to be a review for It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. So, yeah, this is a special that I really did watch a lot as a kid. I mean, I remember this always aired on TV during Halloween time, and I remember even back in school, we would be watching this during Halloween time pretty much every year as well. So yeah, this was a special that I did watch quite a lot during Halloween time, and yeah, it is a really good special. I mean, yeah, of all the Charlie Brown specials that they had they did have of course this one. They had a Charlie Brown Christmas. They had some other specials as well, like a Thanksgiving special, a Valentine's Day special, an Easter special. So yeah, they did have quite a few Charlie Brown specials like this. But yeah, this one has really always just been my favorite one. I mean, yeah, just because it is the one that I really have watched the most. I mean, yeah, they are good. Like I've said before, how I do Charlie Brown Christmas. But yeah, that's my like I've said before, that's my second favorite Charlie Brown special behind this one. I mean, yeah, just I really have always really liked this special. I mean, I've just always found it to be pretty funny. I mean, with a lot of stuff that happens in here, of course, the stuff with Charlie Brown, I Got a Rock, and how this obsession Linus does have with the Great Pumpkin, and also the segment with where Snoopy's a World War a World War One flying ace. Yeah, yeah. This just has a lot of funny moments like that throughout this special, and I really just have always enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm sure that just about all of you know what the premise of the special is. I mean, of course, it's Halloween time, and apparently during Halloween time, Linus has this real obsession with this Halloween figure that he apparently has in his mind, known as the Great Pumpkin, who he really just does look at as to be a Halloween version of Santa Claus, because yeah, Linus says in the special that he just says the Great Pumpkin rises up out of the pumpkin patch and he just flies over here in the town delivering presents to boys and girls. So yeah, he basically just sees the Great Pumpkin pretty much as Santa Claus. Yeah, and he pretty did. Yeah, everybody is just getting on his case about how the Great Pumpkin doesn't exist. But yeah, Linus really has the belief that Santa Claus doesn't exist either. People should stop talking about him. So yeah. Yeah, and of course then during Halloween night, Linus ends up waiting in the pumpkin patch for the Great Pumpkin, and he even convinces Sally to wait for the Great Pumpkin with him, because yeah, of course yeah, if you've seen Charlie Brown, you know that Linus really has a thing for Sally, and even Sally does look at Linus the same way. So yeah, there's just been a bunch of stuff between them. I remember in the Valentine's Day special where Linus was having a box of chocolate for the teacher. Sally didn't think it was for her. And there's been other stuff between them throughout just the entire Charlie Brown series. But yeah, and here of course she decided to wait for the Great Pumpkin with Linus. Yeah, but of course the Great Pumpkin doesn't ever show. And then yeah, then towards the end of the special, that Sally then just gets furious at Linus and just yeah, then basically just leaves him. Yeah, yeah, and it is a pretty enjoyable special. I mean, it's only about a half hour long, but yeah, it is just really good. I mean, it's specials the original animated Grinch and some of these other specials that I have talked about already, Scared Shrekless and Scared Shrekless and Toy Story of Terror and a Boot to You 2 Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, pretty much specials like that. I mean, it's just a half hour. They really do manage to make it really, really good, and it's a very enjoyable special. So yeah, it's something else that I mean I would recommend, but chances are a lot of you probably have already seen it. I mean, everybody that is into TV Halloween specials probably has seen this one. I mean, yeah, this is looked at as one of, if not the most popular TV Halloween special of all time. So yeah, so of course, with this being Charlie Brown, of course, it has the usual Charlie Brown characters. Of course, Charlie Brown himself, Linus, Lucy, Sally, Snoopy, Pigpen, Patty, Violet, yeah. Yeah, all the classic Charlie Brown characters, and so yeah. So I really don't know what else I can really say about it. I mean, it just really does have like what made Charlie Brown really so enjoyable. And like I said, this really is like my favorite Charlie Brown special that they put out. So yeah. So else can I really say about it? So yeah, I guess I'll just go over the premise of the special. So yeah, it opens up with like the Peanuts gang preparing for Halloween, and Lucy and Linus like pick a pumpkin from the pumpkin patch, and then as she starts, and then Lucy then like chooses the largest pumpkin that they can find. And yeah, and then as Lucy then like tries to cut the pumpkin down to a jack-o'-lantern, when Lucy like is preparing to gut the pumpkin, Linus then just is all of a sudden just so distraught over it. Yeah. Yeah, and then of course as Lucy, well, not Lucy, Charlie Brown and Snoopy are rickets of leaves. It shows that Linus like sucking a lollipop, and then Linus ends up jumping into the leaves, and because of the lollipop, some of the leaves stick to him. And then Lucy then, of course, tempted Charlie Brown to kick a football, and yeah, you all know this bit. Lucy moves it out of the way, and Charlie Brown goes flying. Yeah, Charlie Brown wasn't falling for it at first. He knew what Lucy was up to, but then Lucy then just pulled out a document saying that she wouldn't do it, and then that's when Charlie Brown agreed. But then as he was charging towards the football, Lucy pulled it out of the way, and Charlie Brown went flying. And then Lucy then just said that the document was never notarized. Yeah. And then, Charlie Brown then saw Linus then writing a letter to the Great Pumpkin, which, yeah, as I said, is Linus looks at this Great Pumpkin as a Halloween type of Santa Claus figure. Yeah, and everyone else just really just thought Linus was just not. Yeah, he just was wasting his time. Yeah, Charlie Brown really didn't believe it. Snoopy was just laughing at him, but Patty had the assurance. Well, yeah, Patty also had the assurance that the Great Pumpkin was fake, and even Lucy was threatening to pound Linus as well. Yeah, and it was funny. Lucy was actually reading a TV guide that actually had her picture on it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Sally was the only one that really was um really assuring Charlie Linus that yeah, she was really the only one that was really in support of him. Yeah, yeah, and then that night that Charlie Brown ended up getting invited to a Halloween party hosted by Violet. But yeah, Lucy then just felt that it was a mistake. Yeah, and then that night for Halloween, and everybody that was getting ready to go trick or treating, it showed that Lucy was dressed up as a witch, and most of the kids were dressed up as ghosts. Yeah, they just use sheets and then just cut eye holes in them. But Charlie Brown really messed this up. There were just a bunch of holes in his sheet, and then he was just saying that he had some trouble with the scissors when he was making his costume. Yeah. And then, yeah, it also showed a Pigpen was dressed as a ghost too, and he felt that they wouldn't realize it was him, but because of his trademark dust cloud, they of course knew that it was him. Yeah. And then as they were getting ready to go trick-or-treating, with Sally even being with them, they then stopped at the pumpkin patch where Linus was staying waiting for the Great Pumpkin, and they were just jeering Linus for missing everything, missing trick-or-treating and missing the party. Like he did the previous year. Yeah, but yeah, Linus was really convinced that the Great Pumpkin will come to the pumpkin patch, and then he ended up convincing Sally to join him to stay and wait for the Great Pumpkin. So then, yeah, Sally ended up skipping trick or treating to just stay with Linus to wait for the Great Pumpkin. So yeah, then the other kids then went trick or treating, and they were all given their goodies. But yeah, of course, there was the gag with every house they went to, Charlie Brown just ended up getting a rock. Yeah, everybody was just saying what candy they got from the houses, and Charlie Brown just kept saying, "I got a rock." Yeah. Yeah. And then after they went trick or treating, they then like went back to the pumpkin patch again to just to tease Linus and Sally for missing trick or treating and that they were going to miss the party as well. And then as they were going to oh well, yeah. Before I really like talk about this, then yeah, Snoopy's Halloween costume was like I said, a World War I flying ace costume, and then yeah, there was then this bit where like Snoopy then like climbed like on top of his doghouse, and then was just like seeing it as a soap with camel fighter plane, and then yeah, there was this whole bit with like Snoopy using his doghouse as a plane, and just flying high in the air to fight with the Red Baron, and yeah, it was pretty funny. Just yeah, you hear like all these gunshots being fired, and yeah, all the faces Snoopy was making. Yeah, I remember as a kid, like it just made me laugh really hard watching this part. Yeah. But then, yeah, as I said, then the kids then all went to Violet's Halloween party, and then Violet and Lucy then like had Charlie Brown like seemingly serve as their model. I don't know, but then yeah, then they were just really just using the back of a Charlie Brown's head to really you just diagram like a jack-o'-lantern design on it. Yeah. Yeah. But then yeah, Snoopy then eventually made his way across the countryside, and then he ended up like crashing the Halloween party for a brief minute, and then yeah, it just showed that he was like in the apple bobbing tank at the party, and yeah, he ended up like kissing Lucy by accident when she like bobbed for an apple, and then yeah, Lucy then was just like running around in disgust, similar to what she did in a Charlie Brown Christmas. Just like I have dog germs, get hot water, get some disinfectant. Yeah, she did a similar thing here where she was just like running around in a circling frenzy. Yeah. And then as Schroeder was then starting to play World War I tunes on the piano, well, like the sad notes ended up like making Snoopy cry, and then yeah, it eventually just ended up embarrassing Snoopy so bad that he just ended up leaving. And as Snoopy was just walking along, Linus it shows Linus and Sally still in the pumpkin patch, and then Linus then just like saw a shadowy figure which he believed to be the Great Pumpkin, and then yeah, it just showed like rising from the pumpkin patch, but yeah, of course like it was just Snoopy, but yeah, Linus thought it was the Great Pumpkin, and then he just ended up fainting. But then when he woke back up, it's like Sally was just enraged at Linus, and she was just like so mad, and she was just yelling at Linus for making her miss like trick or treating and the Halloween party. And then yeah, Charlie Brown and the others went together, and then as they were leaving, Linus was just like still convinced that the Great Pumpkin will show up, and then he promises to put in a good word for them if he comes. But then yeah, when he said if, then that's when he started to panic, and he said when he just felt now that the Great Pumpkin will just like overpass him. Yeah. And then yeah, then like Linus then was just like shouting, "Great Pumpkin, where are you?" But then yeah, then it like cut to like 4 o'clock in the morning, and Lucy then woke up then, and then she saw that Linus wasn't home and he wasn't in his bed. So then yeah, she went out back out to the pumpkin patch, and then Linus was still there. Here, then yeah, he was just like covered up with his blanket and just like really like chattering his teeth and shivers. Yeah, but then yeah, Lucy then like brought Linus back home, put him in his bed, and then yeah, just covered him up, and yeah, just put him back to bed. Yeah. And then, yeah, then the special ended just with the next day. Yeah, Charlie Brown and Linus were then just like leaned up against a wall, and then they were just commiserating about their disappointments of Halloween, with Charlie Brown just getting rocks and the Great Pumpkin not appearing in the pumpkin patch for Linus. And then yeah, Charlie Brown was then just like telling Linus that he's done stupid things in his life too. And then that stupid that just infuriated Linus, and then yeah, Linus then was just like going on a rant, just saying that the Great Pumpkin will appear next year, and then yeah, Linus then was just ranting. It just showed Charlie Brown listening with an annoyed look on his face, and yeah, it just like had Linus continuing to rant as the credits rolled, and then yeah, that's how it ended. So, yeah, like I said, it is a pretty entertaining special. It is my favorite Charlie Brown special ever, and yeah, it just has some really funny moments through it. I mean, it is a very memorable special, so yeah, I mean, so what is there really to not like about this? I mean, it has funny moments, it's a great special. It has a very enjoyable premise. So I mean, yeah. So what are you really going to complain about? So yeah, like I said, I would recommend it, but chances are if you're into Halloween specials, you already have. So yeah, but still, if you haven't seen it, check it out because it is really good. All right, so I guess that's all I can really say about it. So yeah, so this does it for my review of It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, and this does it for my TV Halloween special review. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy these TV Halloween special reviews that I did. It looks like you guys did enjoy them. I mean, yeah, there's been like somebody tuning into them and liking all of them. So thank you to whoever has been tuning into these specials and that you've been enjoying them. So yeah, I'm glad that I was able to do something and that you guys seem to enjoy. So yeah, so thank you for watching this and stay tuned tomorrow as I will still continue on with the Terminator reviews with my review of Terminator Genesis coming tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that as I continue with the Terminator reviews. Yeah, but yeah, but anyway, so yeah, so thank you for watching these TV Halloween specials. I hope you enjoyed them and happy Halloween to everybody. So yeah, so thanks for watching and I'll see you guys later.